this next video is damage from when the central heating was put in and the house was rewired, and Richard never sent a decorator despite being prompted. Here we go. So it's damage here. It's where they put all the wiring in. All this boarding on the side of the bath, that was damaged, been taken off. You can see kind of like shoddy plastering. This at the back of the toilet was reported to Carol Frith back at the inspection in May 2014, and I told her it was leaking. Nobody contacted me to get that repaired, and it was also mentioned about the decorating and about the rewire. So here's more damage here, where they took all the old pipe work out. So that's the damage in the bathroom. The damage in the upstairs hallway is to the carpet, and this was where the storage radiators were taken out. And the carpet cleaner says here this is probably a bit of leakage or something, and that's what that stain is. You can see some marks on the wall where the storage heater was. So that's the damage to the hall. Now if we look at the damage in the front bedroom, this wall where they chopped out for all the wiring, again, you know, I was promised that it would all be redecorated. They ripped the carpet up here to put the wiring in, which is kind of runs somewhere under there, and it goes down to the ceiling of the upper hall. But they ripped off the skirting board and just put 2 screws on it, and you can see like plaster missing. Where the that's where the old radiator was. There's damage there, you know, where they've put the plug in. More damage there where the radiator is. You know, as you can see inside the wardrobe, you know, awful mess that they've made from the rewire. There's the wires going through there, left the old plugs in, just chopping through the wall in the top cupboard. Damage continued. So in the bedroom we have this where the storage heater was. We have this where the wire for the light used to be. They've put it in the ceiling now. There's the damage in the cupboard where they put the wiring in, just chopped haphazardly. The plumber took all the cistern out and just like left it all like that. Holes everywhere, holes in the wardrobes where pipes, wiring, rubble, dust. So that's the damage in the bedroom. Damage in the hall near the front door I've tried to repair myself. So again, where they've put wiring in, I've repapered where they chopped wires out. In the lounge from the rewire and the central heating being put in, there's all on the beams, you know, and they've kind of filled it, but there's where all the old wiring used to run across the ceiling. There's all this going all the way along that beam there. It's everywhere really. The wiring used to go along this beam here. Again, I did some repapering. See more there, you know, where they put the wiring in. Significantly, there was a lot of damage in the kitchen. So they damaged a tile there where they were drilling to put the wire in. So all damage here from where they took the old pipes out, just where we chopped all this wood open. It's where the pipes are behind. You know, it's all quite damaged. They're in the kitchen. Again, I patched this, so So above the wire I put some wallpaper, and above this plug I put some wallpaper to hide, to make it look a little bit better. That's where the old electrical switch used to be, the tile. They broke that tile there behind the cooker. That's pretty much about it, I can think. Yeah, that's things that were here when I moved in. These doors, I reported it to Carol, have been painted with emulsion, so the paint's just coming off, and I told her it's pretty much impossible to do it, so I'm not repainting the doors, because this just all peels off. So it's on that door, on this door as well. All the doors pretty much were painted with inferior paint, and this really should have been checked when the other tenants moved out. Now behind this panel here we have the electric meter cupboard. Again, the paint is all coming off because it was all put on with emulsion, so that's not been done. The meter has been read. Further damage caused by the rewire and the heating being put in. Along here, this floorboard, this skirting board, is where that's the old switch to the old pump for the old central heating, but this is where the old storage radiator used to be. So, you know, there's damage there as well. And there's also kind of rust spots from the radiator. That's what the professional carpet cleaner said that they probably are. This damage to the wall here, I think possibly caused by some damp at some point, was there when I moved in. Paper just dropped off. The damage from the removal of the wiring, the back of this RCJ beam, boxed in beam, there's a damage to the plaster there as well, and obviously along that beam where the old electrical wiring was from the 40s. Again, you can see it going all across.